What's up, people of the world? It's me, Ox Swimmer, aka AP3 Jumped, and welcome to another Loudest episode review. Today I'm reviewing the episode, or tonight. I should be saying it's like well past 1 o'clock in the morning by the time I've uploaded this. But, tonight I'm reviewing the episode Room and Board, or excuse me, Room and Hoard. Yeah, that's the actual name of the episode. I almost forgot, so I'm very tired. I haven't even taken a shower yet. But at least I'm reviewing an episode I actually like. So this episode, it's very interesting. It's about the kids. They all find a bunch of their old stuff in the attic, and so Lindsay and Rita, they first off, the kids told their parents that they found all this old stuff of theirs in the attic, but they um they tell them that they should get rid of a lot of that stuff, if not all of it. That they said to because they said they need to start downsizing. I mean, to their credit, to the parents' credit, they do live in a massive house. There are 13 people living in that house, so I guess you would have to downsize at some point. So I do have a counter argument to that, which I will discuss later on in the video. But um, the kids they don't really want to get rid of any of their old things, because they feel nostalgic from their old things, and so they try to prove to their parents that they actually do use they actually could still use all their old things, and the stuff ranges from like toys to like lab equipment, and there's really all kinds of shit that they have. It's not just toys. There's old like old like DVDs, and just yeah, all kinds of things. And so um when they try to, because see, each and every one of the kids, they all use all of their old items that they found in the attic. So it's like I'm trying to stretch my arm. That's what you have to do when holding a phone for like 5 minutes straight trying to record. And also people you hear that there are fireworks outside, and 4th of July isn't like for another week. But anyway, I'm getting off topic, obviously. So anyway, they try to all the kids say, it almost seems like they're ironically using all their old things and for just to prove to their parents that and also just so they can have an excuse to keep their old things, much to the dismay and annoyance of Lynn Senior and Rita. But throughout the episode, they're actually able to convince their parents that they can keep their old stuff, but they were able to actually they were actually able to convince their parents of something, and so they said that their parents said that they can keep their old things, but there is one catch to that. They said they cannot get any more new stuff, no new merchandise, no new toys, no new items, no new anything, no new anything. So it's because of that, the kids do wind up getting a little bit annoyed by that fact, but they find a bunch of new items to get anyway, like from like the store or like the mall or stores in the mall. You know what I mean. But they the problem is they have to like hide all these new items that they bought, right? And I have a cough drop in my mouth. That's what you were wondering. As per usual. But yeah, they hide all their new objects all throughout the house, and so because everybody bought new stuff. All 11 kids did. I think even Lily got a new toy or whatever. So yeah, after a while the parents they show up in the next scene, and the kids are trying to distract them from discovering all these new things that they bought, and then crazily enough, every single new thing that they bought and that they hid all just sprouted out at once, almost like a Rube Goldberg machine, kind of. And and then that's when their secret gets let out. And so yeah, so the parents are they're a little annoyed by this, but the kids, they were just like I said earlier, they were they just they somewhat just liked buying new stuff, and they also didn't want to get rid of their old stuff because, like I said, they basically feel nostalgic over all of their old things, and uh, Lynn Senior and Rita actually they're able to convince their kids to donate all of their old things since none of it's being put into use. So at the end of the episode, they wind up having like a yard sale, and they do wind up selling all their old things. So as to free up space in the house, and also to know put their put all their old stuff to good use, and so that it can continue to be used for, possibly for generations. I don't know. It's like they're sort of passing their items down to just anybody who wants to buy them or anything like that. Yeah, that's basically how the plot goes. Is that a glare in the video? It wouldn't be the first time, and it will most certainly won't be the last. But anyway, so overall, I really like this episode. It has a very unique premise and very fun one. It's very fun watching all the kids using all their old items, and that's just that whole montage is just really funny. Now, here's here's my counter argument that I was saying earlier. That was alluding to earlier. Now, see, Lynn Senior and Rita, they want their kids to downsize, right, by getting rid of their old stuff, and I, they're happy that their kids finally moved on, but my problem with that is like I said, I get that they have there's a shit ton of people that live in that house, right, and there's it's not just humans that live in that house, by the way. It's also like a damn zoo. So there's like way more than just 13 inhabitants in that house. There's about as many pets that live in the house as well. So anyway, so I get that they would need to downsize, but and I also get that they would need to since their old items aren't being used. I can understand donating them that way that they can actually be put to good use. But I was siding with the kids on this one throughout the whole thing because they were just like I said, they were just nostalgic of seeing all their old items and just having them and just keeping them after all these years. Like so yeah, there's a lot of items that I own that I've owned for many years. There aren't that many items that I still have from like there aren't that many things I own that are 10 years old. So one of the oldest things I own is actually my wallet. I've had that since 6th grade, and I have been way too damn stubborn to get a new wallet. So it's a Buxton Genuine leather wallet. That's probably why it's held up this long. So yeah, I've been siding with the kids on this episode because I'm very nostalgic over all my items as well. So it would be hard for me to get rid of a lot of older things unless I would absolutely need to. So that's kind of where my problem lies with the episode, just a little bit. Like I could understand where the parents were coming from, but I was on the kids' sides just a little bit more, a lot more actually, because I'm the kind of person who loves to keep keep a bunch of like old toys and merchandise and whatnot for like for nostalgia. And my mom in particular, she has taken so many freaking photos throughout her life, and she there are photos that she's kept for like over 20 years, and that's one of the ways she holds on to memories, and that's how she's able to be nostalgic too. So Yeah, it's kind of a case by case basis, and it kind of depends on who you ask. But yeah, um, unless you absolutely need to, I don't see the need to get rid of old stuff if you want, especially if you want to keep it for nostalgic purposes. And even if you're not using it, just to have it there and just to be able to look at the old items and reminisce on the good times from the past and reminisce on what those items represented, back in the day or back at whatever time period you had used them originally. So yeah. Um, Also, one of the oldest things I own is a Crash Bandicoot plush that I've had since fucking 2003 or 4. I don't know. I got it at King's Dominion. Um, yeah, so, uh, overall, I really like this episode. It's a lot of fun, and it's very unique for a Lotus episode. It's one of the more unique Lotus episodes. Um, but yeah, that's my review. If you like this episode, and if you like this review, then don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you liked it, ring the bell to be notified of future videos I make, and let me know what you thought of this episode in the comment section below. And stay tuned for more Lotus and Casa Grande's episode reviews throughout the month. So, anyway, once again, I'm Alex Wimmer, aka AP3 Jumped. Thank you so much for watching until the end. That is it for me, and I will see you soon. Goodbye. I'll show that Crash Bandicoot plush on camera soon. On Monday. And nothing more need be said.